to start off, I'm going to do my hair, but I'm going to time lapse it just because it'll be quicker that way. But before I actually do it, I wanted to show you guys what I'm using. And I'm using this Revlon straightener that I got from Walmart for less than $20. And the cool thing about this straightener is that it is heated on this side too. So when I use it to curl my hair, that's how I do it. So let's get started. Okay, y'all, so my hair is pretty much straight. I don't like try super hard. I kind of just straighten it, and if there's pieces that are curly in the back, oh well. But I'm just gonna pick it up since I am gonna do my makeup. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. It's our heater and it sounds like a spaceship. So let's go ahead and get started on asking questions. I kind of look like an egg, but it's fine. So I'm taking just a little bit of micellar water, and I'm gonna clean my face off a little bit because I did take a shower already, but I've been running around, so I just want to get any dirt or dirt off. And my face is kind of oily right now, so I'm just getting the dirt off, and that's how much is on there. Okay, so to moisturize, I'm using this L'Oreal Age Perfect Cell Renewal thing that I got at Burlington, I believe, and it works really well. So the first question is, are there any other careers you have thought about? And people always ask me this, and the answer is no, y'all. Like, I have known that I wanted to be an attorney for like my whole life, basically. I think part of it is because when I was younger, like, my parents don't speak a lot of English. Well, at the beginning, whenever they first got here and I was younger, they didn't speak a lot of English. They've gotten better now, but so like any kind of like paperwork translation, anything at school, at the doctor, mom would always be like, ¿Qué dijo? Dime qué dice, or fill out this paper, you know. So I feel like she influenced my wanting to be an attorney because I liked giving her the satisfaction that I was helping her. So I've always known that I wanted to be an attorney, or I guess that influenced it. So no, I have never thought about any other career. Okay, so the next question is, how do I stay productive? And oh my gosh, I get this question a lot here and on my TikTok, and I can't emphasize enough how people always are like, oh my gosh, like, she's so productive. I could never. Y'all, yes, I am productive, but I am productive because I am consistent. Consistency is key to every aspect of life. And I'm not consistent about a lot of things, but when it comes to school, I am always on my shit because, like, I don't know, like, school is like, it gives me the satisfaction that nothing else does. So I don't know, I'm always on top of my shit with school, and I make a schedule and I stick to the schedule, and I promise you will be productive. I don't know, at least that works for me. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is, how many siblings do you have? I have one brother. That is it. He is my younger brother. Oh my gosh, I put myself younger, but in reality he is younger than me, but he looks like he's way older than I am. He's a senior in high school this year, so he's graduating this year. And he is my bestie. Well, kind of. He gets on my nerves a lot. But yeah, I have one younger brother. Name is Tony. If you guys follow me on TikTok or on Instagram, then you should know about him. But yeah, I'll leave his Instagram link down below. Getting over a breakup. Y'all want advice on getting over a breakup? I was stuck on one person for so long, I can't tell y'all. Like, I was stuck on a person for like 6 months, and then I was like, OMG, I should let him back into my life. And then I realized that was dumb, and I ended up being like, just kidding, like, I don't want this. But it took a really long time, and I will tell you guys something that I did that I really regretted doing, which was like seeking the attention or the approval of other people during that period of time whenever I was like going through it. And I will say to learn to love yourself and not need affirmations from other people. Like, learn to give yourself the affirmations and the self-love that you need, and not let yourself depend on other people to give you that. So that's like the biggest piece of advice that I can give you. Okay, they said living your best life. I feel like I am currently living my best life to like a certain extent. Like, I feel like I haven't been this happy in a really long time, but I feel like there's definitely a lot of things that I can be doing to be living my best life. And you know, it's a new year, so I guess with that said, like, there's a lot of goals that I have been setting for myself lately that are gonna help me achieve like I guess you could call it best version of myself, which I'm very excited about because there's a lot of things, not that I don't love myself, but there's a lot of things that I want to change about things that, like how I went about certain things this year. Like for example, I want to work out more. Like I'm not satisfied with how I look right now, and I know that I can look way better if I just get my shit together. And I did a lot of stalling last year, and I actually want to hold myself accountable because if I look my best, I feel my best, and my mind is like at its best, you know? So it's like all like correlated. So I don't know. I want to try and like work out more and like find healthier habits. So yeah. With that said, like there's also like school goals. Like I'm setting higher standards for myself as far as school goes, TikTok. So I guess like to a certain extent, living my best life, for me at least right now, is setting goals and working towards them consistently and not just every once in a while. So yeah. How to make friends in college. Oh my gosh, it took me forever to like make friends in college, and I guess it's like I did make friends, but it was like very difficult for me. And I think the only way that I really truly started making friends was when I joined an organization. Like, don't get me wrong, I had friends like the first semester of my freshman year, but it was the same people that I went to high school with. It's like we all stuck together because I guess we were like in a state of like we don't know anybody, we don't want to talk to anybody new. The only new person I met was my friend Mylin, and I met her through my friend Itty. So like that was the only way that I met someone. I'm a very social person, but in college it's very hard to like go up to somebody and be like, hi, my name is Lolly, like do you want to be my friend? So that was hard for me at the beginning, and it wasn't until I joined Sweethearts, which is an organization on campus, that I met a lot of people. I met my big, I met my twin, and that's how I kind of like met a lot of people on campus. But that's the biggest piece of advice I can give you, to be honest, is join an organization because you'll meet people that way. My highlights of 2020. So 2020, how did it start? I was still going to school when the year started, and then I left for spring break. I was actually kind of excited to have an extended spring break because I wasn't completely mentally prepared for going back to school. And then they were like, just kidding, you're like gonna stay home. I had to move out. That was kind of sad. Like I had to move out of my dorm. Oh my gosh, I look ridiculous. I know, I'm about to blend it out. I had to move out of my dorm, which kind of like really sucked. And doing school at home, I'd say I struggled a lot in the beginning just because I have a really loud family. Like my family lives like 2-3 houses down, like my mom's siblings do. So there was always somebody over. There was always like loud ass noises. Like there was never any kind of like peace and silence. And so that like really made it difficult for me to focus. But once I like got on a like set routine of like, hey, do your work here, like do this then, I kind of actually enjoyed being home. I feel like this last year, I really learned to value the time that I have with my family. Just seeing like a lot of mutuals that I know like lost a parent or lost a sibling because of COVID, and that's like a really scary thought. So 2020 really made me value my family and like the people that are around. My niece was born this year. I found out that one of my friends is having a baby, which is really exciting. I spent a lot of time with my nephew. TikTok, oh my gosh, that's like a huge part. Like I blew up on TikTok, and like that opened so many doors for me. It made me like meet a lot of people from like all around the US and around the world. So that's like really exciting. So I would say that it was a really good year, but I also like struggled a lot with my mental health, which like kind of really sucked. But I feel like it was like a very like much needed year because it made me realize like, okay, I'm definitely struggling with certain things, and here are healthy ways to cope with these emotions and cope with certain things that are going on in my life. So like overall, I would say that it was a really good year to a certain extent. Like it helped me realize a lot of things that I wouldn't have realized if I just like my life kept going, because I felt like I depended a lot on like distractions. Like, hey, if I'm consistently keeping myself distracted, I don't get sad, you know? So someone said, how to grow your photography business. This is like a very good question because this year was like so detrimental as far as like my photography business went. Like I peaked. I really did peak. And a lot of it, like I think I realized the true value of social media this year. Like obviously it does have its like it has its bad side to it, but I also realized how useful social media can be. And I got like first sight onto that. Like TikTok helped me gain followers on my personal Instagram, which I could then promote my photography page on my personal Instagram. And so, like, I gained a lot of followers. I also learned to, like, I did one giveaway on my own, and then one of my friends, or like a small business that's local to me, was doing 12 days of giveaways for Christmas. And I was like, you know what? My page is gonna get more exposure, so I'll do them. And so, like, in those small ways, I learned that, like, I could gain a lot of followers. And all I will say is that, like, as far as pricing goes, don't feel bad for charging people. Like, don't feel bad for charging people because it's your job, or it's like, it takes time, it takes gas, it takes so much. So don't be scared to be like, hey, you know what? I decided that I'm gonna upcharge, like, I'm gonna charge $20 or $30 more than I usually do because my work is getting better. And that's kind of how I did it. When I first started, I was charging $25 for like an hour photo shoot, and it was just because I needed practice, and charging people that money was just like gas money. And then as the quality of my pictures started getting better, I started upcharging. I was like, okay, well, now it's gonna be $45 for an hour. And that's how I kind of went increasing my prices slowly up until the point where I am now, which now I'm charging anywhere from like $115 to $130 for a 45-minute photo shoot. And it's because I edit my pictures, I put time into those pictures, and like, nobody can tell me how to price my stuff. And if people don't like my services, then they can find somebody else. So that's kind of how I see it. Okay, someone asked me to talk about my time management and how I managed to like hang out with my friends. And the simple answer to that is I don't. Well, I mean, I guess now I do, but whenever I'm doing school, like, I'm going to do school until I finish it all. Like, I don't like having pending assignments due and then going out knowing that I have those assignments due. So usually the way I would do it is, if all of my assignments were due, let's say on a Friday, then throughout the week I would spread them out. So let's say Monday I'll do all of my political science 1300 course work, and then I would like break it up every class every day, so that by Friday all of my work was done and I didn't have to like rush to get everything done on that Friday. And then weekends would be the time that I would like really take to go out or do whatever I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my eyeliner and they do not look like sisters, they look like cousins, but it's fine. I'm getting better at it. But what was I talking about? Oh, time management. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still like trying to figure that out, and I feel like this semester it's gonna be a little more difficult because the difference between this spring semester that's coming up and the fall semester that I just finished is that last fall semester I had everything was online, but it was on my time, whereas now it'll be scheduled. So every like, I don't even know, I don't remember exactly what my schedule looks like, but I know that I do have like Zoom classes that I have to get on for, which I'm kind of excited about because I feel like I'm going to learn more, but I also don't want to like have to get on, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be something that I'm going to struggle with. And on top of that, I'm taking one more class than I did last semester. And I feel like I'm going to be very overwhelmed, but I feel like I will figure it out as I usually do. Okay, so to finish it off, I'm just going to spray the e.l.f. Magic Mist, and it's a setting spray. Just very lightly. But yeah, time management is definitely going to be something that I'm going to struggle with, which I'm kind of scared. But, yeah, that's as far as I think it's gonna go. Just it'll be in the beginning, just trying to figure it out, and afterwards I should be finish this look off by straightening these last couple pieces of hair. Somebody asked me for hairstyles. Like, I put on Instagram to ask me questions, and somebody asked me for hairstyles, but I will do a separate video on that because I really don't feel like doing anything else but straightening my hair. But I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting me this last year. I feel like it was very like out of the blue that I decided to start a YouTube channel, and it was something that I had been wanting to do for a really long time, and I just finally decided to say, you know what, like, fuck it. And I'm glad that I did. I don't have that many subscribers, but I really do enjoy making content, and I feel like my I don't really care about how much my page grows. I want to like put out content that will actually be useful to people. So I'm very excited about how like the different videos that I have planned for this year, and especially because now I'll be recording like while this semester is starting, and there's like a whole bunch of ideas and videos that I have, so I'm very excited about the upcoming content for this year. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much.